Here's a super quick how-to video on how I turned this $10 marketplace find into this grungy, whimsical cabinet. Here's what the cabinet looked like before we got started. Here's the inside of it. I'm not quite sure what the use of this cart was beforehand, but it is a solid wood piece. It is very old. There's quite a bit of damage to the top of it. And then of course there is an old musty smell that needs addressing. I started out by cleaning the entire piece with Dixie Belle's White Lightning and then removing the existing hardware. Next, I took a 2-part wood filler and filled in all of the chips on the top of the piece. Then I went through and sealed the entire thing in Dixie Belle's Clear Boss. This is going to help eliminate odors and then stop any type of tannin bleed through later on. After the 2-part filler was dried, I just went through and sanded everything to a smooth finish on the top. And then of course, cleaned everything off. Next, I started the decoupage portion of the project. Typically, decoupage does need to be laid over some type of like white or vibrant background. That way the colors on the printed paper are more vibrant. But because I wanted it more grungy, I just laid it straight over the wooden finish. It's another reason that we laid down the boss to begin with, to make sure that the tannin bleed through wasn't coming through on the paper. This is going to go on a little bit more translucent, but as it dries, it's going to become a little more solid with the white background. And then for this project, I did just use Dixie Belle's clear top coat to apply the decoupage paper. So for the next part of this, I had something in mind, but I wasn't quite sure how I was going to achieve it. I wanted tons of texture on this, but I wanted to be able to still see the paper, so I went through and added Dixie Belle's Sea Spray to clear top coat, mixed that up, and just blotted it on the entire piece. And then once that was fully dry, I just went through and added a layer of top coat over the entire thing to seal in all of the texture. Once that was fully dry, I flipped over the piece and I added these brand new set of industrial wheels that I got off Amazon. And then of course, how could I forget the brand new hardware? This is of course from our own personal brand, Undead Hardware. These are the new styles coming out on August 25th. And then once the hardware was on, I went through and created this grungy rust look with Dixie Belle's chocolate and their chalk mineral paint, and used a lot of water to dilute it and make it run. I really am pleased with the way this turned out. For only having mainly decoupage, clear coat, and texture, this was a super awesome and easy piece. Hope you guys enjoyed this quick how-to video. If you're interested in any of the hardware, go over to our website. The new styles come out August 25th of 2023.